Greetings, everyone. This is Tanvi Khare. I'm currently doing an internship under the Sparks Foundation in the domain Data Science and Business Analytics. This video has been created to update you about the task 1 that I have completed, which required doing a prediction using supervised machine learning. Let us look at the problem statement in detail. So the task was basically prediction using supervised machine learning, in which we were supposed to predict what percentage a student will get based on the number of hours they study every day. Then what will be the predicted score if the student studies for 9.25 hours every day? This was the final solution that we had to find out. So the first step was to import all the required libraries. As you can see, we have imported the pandas, NumPy, matplotlib, and these are the basic Python libraries. And apart from that, from the scikit-learn, we have imported the train test split method, which will be useful for splitting the data based on attributes and into attributes and labels. Then a linear regression method that will be used for training the data, and metrics for evaluation. Then we read the data which was provided to us in the CSV form using the pandas. Here is like the first 10 entries of the data. You can see that there are only two variables, hours and scores. And for more detail on statistical information, we have described the data. You can see that there are only 25 entries. So this is a relatively pretty small data set, where the maximum value of the number of hours a student studies per day is 9.2, and the maximum score obtained is 95%. We have visualized the data set in the form of scatter plot over here, just to find out what kind of relationship there possibly can be between the two variables. And we can see that there is a possible linear relationship between the number of hours and scores. Just to confirm this, we have used the correlation method, and you can clearly see that there is a linear relationship. The next step will be to prepare the data. That is done by first dividing the data into different fields. So this is a variable. This is a column X, which has all the R's, and Y, which has all the scores. Then we use the train to test split method with test size 0.2, that is 20% of the data at time will be taken for training. Then we have used the linear regression method, which will allow us to gain the coefficient and intercept, and it will help us train the data. The same has been plotted in the form of a scatter chart, where you can see that this is the linear regression line and how much variation is there in the given data set. This line is almost in the form of y is equal to mx plus c, which is the basic straight line equation, where y is the predicted y value, that is the predicted score. M is the coefficient we have obtained above. X is the input we provide, and intercept. Then for finally making the prediction, we have used the predict method with the above model, and we have created a data frame which has the actual values and predicted values based on the given input, that is the number of hours. And just to see the regression graph with the predicted values, we can see that since we had split the data frame, therefore we are able to see that there are few entries and the approximate value. The final prediction, for if the student studies for 9.25 hours every day, then their possible score is 93.69%. And finally, we have just evaluated the model, find out the mean absolute error, which is 4.1838. Therefore, conclusion is that the predicted score of a student for 9.25 hours of study every day is 93.69%. Thank you so much.